I want you to stop making these basic pitching mistakes because it is ruining your game and ruining your chances of scoring. I want you to do this instead. Right, so I know it's difficult to practice at the moment, but if you get into the driving range through the winter, you can still practice your pitching. So we're inside because outside's wet, cold and horrible, so we come inside to do this, but the same things would apply whether I was on the course or inside, it really wouldn't matter. So pitching is a fundamentally really important part of your game. If you're getting it wrong, then you're leaking shots and you're wasting shots and you're just giving shots away to the course, and you can do better than that. So these are three very simple basic pitching things that I guarantee if you nail them that they're going to improve your game. And I want to see you stop making these basic mistakes. Right, so the first one is stance width. So if I get a ball, so remember when we're hitting a pitch shot that this is not like a normal golf shot. And when I say normal golf shot, I would mean a full swing. So pitch shots have got to be, let's say, 80% of a normal swing and down, not a full committed swing. So when we do a full swing, whether it's a driver or an iron, we're about generating force and power to deliver the club to the ball as best we can to get the most out of it. When we're hitting pitch shots, we're trying to hit a predetermined distance. Alright, so a normal setup, if I get my 7-iron, might be to stand there like this. So I achieve this sort of stance width position, so maybe a little bit narrow, but that will be roughly a 7-iron. So you can see there that my legs are kind of out in a triangle pattern there. If I was going driver, I'd probably be wider, 7-iron a little bit narrower, but a fuller swing, your legs are going to be ever so slightly out. Now, when you're hitting a pitch shot, no need to do that. You want to get your legs a lot closer, or your feet a lot closer. The most that you want to be apart is 2 club widths between your feet. Reason for that is if we're wider, what you're going to see is as you swing, you're going to get a lot of lateral movement into one side and then through into the other. And that lateral movement is going to make it harder for you to control the low point of your swing. If you struggle to control the low point of your swing, you're going to struggle to get a decent connection or consistent connection. So a narrower stance is really helpful. So think about it, just 2 club widths apart, so 1, 2, bring the second foot in there, and that's as wide as you need to be. That way, if I do move my weight from side to side, it's not going to result in a lot of lateral movement, so you can still get away with hitting a decent shot. Right. Second point would be understanding where to put your weight in relation to your stance. Right. I prefer to see the ball, or the weight in the forward foot into the lead foot, your left foot. Easiest way to do that is point your knees towards the hole. So that's going to help with low points. So if I stand there, make a few swings, right, my weight is forward, you can see there that in relation to where my ball is, that those swings are coming in where the ball is or slightly forward of the ball. That's a good thing. If I went just on my right foot and swung like that, the low point of the swing's back here. That's where you're going to have a problem. So if your weight is in the wrong place, then you're going to get inconsistent shots. That's not going to help. So we go 2 widths apart. If you're working on this, quite a nice way to do it, if you raise your right heel off of the ground there, or put something underneath it like another club there like that, and think, right, because that, if I raise my right heel, what I'm doing is I'm shifting my weight into my lead foot. So raise that right heel, take some swings, and you can see there that the low point of the swing is where the ball is. That's going to give you a consistent strike. The third point when it comes to pitching, probably the most important one, is keep your chest moving. All right, your chest is your driving force for hitting the pitch shot. So as you swing through, you've got to make sure that your chest is moving. Singly, the worst piece of advice anyone can give a golfer is keep your eye on the ball. Shocking advice. Don't keep your eye on the ball, particularly when you're hitting pitch shots. You want to be swinging through, making sure that your eyes are more or less on the target when you're hitting the ball. That way, that's going to release your chest, make sure that that keeps moving. And then if anything, you want to finish in this position so that as you come through, your chest is forward and up. Okay, keep that moving, keep that driving, and just think, right, forward and up. And then that's going to deliver the club nice and shallow into the ball. You're going to hit some good strikes and connections. We've already spoken about low point. That's going to give you a consistent shot. Put those three things together and it should look like this. There you go. That is how some basic pitching, but I guarantee that if you get that down, that your scores will improve. But the other thing, I want you to stop hitting short drives. And if that's the case and you're struggling with short drives, make sure that you check that video out.